which was once suppressed by the male-dominated society, is now standing against every cause, which finally result in breaking of relation and then to divorce. The empowerment has given women an opportunity to know their rights and which now help them to stand against any violence and suppression by the male counterpart. Previously, the causes of divorces were lack of understanding and trust, passion of money, dowry problems, growth of individualism. Today, one more reason added. What is that? That is women empowerment. Women empowerment has initiated the raise in divorces cases. In India, where there was no women empowerment, women used to compromises with her husband, even if he is drunkard or lame or bad, because she has no future without her husband. But now she does not have all that. She has future and financial security too. Nowadays, women are aware of her rights and so she wants equality in position and important in her family. But due to ego of husband, he is not ready to accept her as an equivalent to him. It's just an ego problem, which is faced by every woman. Empowerment has given women freedom, a freedom which was never enjoyed by women before. This freedom has in turn exploited the relation of women with their male counterpart, which in turn result in clashes of thoughts and argument. And if this clash prevails for a long time, it finally leads to divorces and breaking of the relations. Empowerment has made women more ambitious. They hardly spare time for family and thus great promote in relation. We cannot forget that in every 30 minutes, every woman is beaten by their husband is a major causes in for increasing rate of divorces. Last but not the least, if the women are not physically strong, that doesn't mean that man can dominate them. And if they do so, then we cannot forget that every woman is a shadow of Goddess Durga. Thank you.
Good morning, respected faculty members and my dear colleagues. I, Swati Upadhyay, am here today to debate on a very suitable topic for me, which is women empowerment. I am very thankful to my respected faculty for offering me this opportunity to debate against the topic, women empowerment is the cause of increase in the number of divorce rates. The subject of empowerment of women has become a burning issue all over the world, including India, since last few decades. Many agencies of United Nations in their reports have emphasized that gender issue is to be given utmost priority. Thus, women's quest for equality with men is a universal phenomenon. Women are the maverick leader of 21st century. They are an important part of our society right from the ancient times. Even they should enjoy the same respect in the society that a man gets. And this only leads us to the women empowerment. But the notion that this empowerment is the real cause of increase in the number of divorce rates is totally false. No, not at all. It's not only women empowerment the reason for increase in divorce cases. The idea of the empowerment of women should not creep into the idea of marriage. Obviously, women empowerment is a good thing. Nobody wants half our enormous workforce should be wasted. Making women work helps in the growth of a country. Empowered women see that they are not now financially stable and they don't need their husbands with them. This is just an opportunity. I don't think that this is the main cause of divorce rates. So bottom line, women working is not a problem and it's a bad idea if we think so. It's more about the impatient lifestyle you lead. Today, women are present in every area, in every profession, whether it would be a teacher to a president. Today's jobs are very demanding and very stressful, and these factors are adversely affecting the lives of a woman because she has to handle her home as well. A perfect example of women empowerment can best suit to Mrs. Indira Nooyi. She presently is the CEO of PepsiCo, a famous company worldwide, as we all know. She has proven that no matter who you are or where are you from, if you have a dream, then all you need is a will and determination to achieve it. Besides being married, she is working very well in her profession too. We must surely and certainly be proud of her. This is not only an example of success story in India. There are many more women in the queue like Mrs. Pratibha Patil, Ms. Kiran Bedi, Sania Mirza, Mary Kom, and so on. The quality of life of women is debasing because a working woman does not get time to spend quality time with her family, with her husband, which can be a reason for divorce rates. The main cause of the divorce is still majority of men are not able to accept the change. They are not able to give equal right to the women. They are not able to give the status to a woman. Though she has proved that she is equally powerful, she is equally matching up with their standards. Even women are better than a man. She has the ability to take care of her professional life as well as her family equally balanced. Men who still think that women are not better and just the source of their enjoyment. The men always try to dominate them, which is just not acceptable in our present society, where a woman enjoys all the right that a man gets. So, I would like to conclude my topic by being firm to my discussion that women empowerment is not only the cause for an increase in the divorce rates, it is also the change in the social and family structure, inclination to nuclear families, work pressure, lesser adjustment, and obviously a decline in trust to the institution of marriage. Thank you.
Swati, as you said that empowerment gives the women's financial security too, but you said that they not need their husband to support them. Why is it so?
No, I just said that I disagree with this point. I said that women think that they are financially stable now and they don't need their husbands.
Why they don't need their husband?
I'm not agreeing with this point, Diksha. I'm saying that
I disagree with this
no,
point.
I said I don't agree. I think it's just a little cause increase which gives increase in the number of divorce rates. Okay, I have a question. As you are in the favor of women empowerment, which gives growth in the number of divorce rates. Okay. So, have you heard of a papad named Lijjat Papad? Do you know where from this concept was brought out? This concept was brought out from a small village by 4 women. The name of the village doesn't matter, but those 4 women were illiterate. And you can see the popularity of that papad if you all know. So, you think that if illiterate women can do such a change in the present market, so if the educated women they contribute their part to the society, what all changes we can expect? You are almost saying that women empowerment should be stopped so as to stop the divorce rates. So what's your view on this?
No, I didn't say that women empowerment should be stopped. My question was only that we are not talking about one particular village girls or anything else. We are talking about our India, our economy or our world, which are facing by women, which are facing a lot. Males are dominating, we cannot forget that. I have an example. For example, in today's days also in India, we faces lots of arranged marriages.